All right, look, what's first on the platter this morning, Pepe? What do we got here? We got the Avenger. Do we really want to start with the Avenger One shit? All right, let's just get it out of the way. Let's get it out of the way. Guys, don't be offended. These are my own opinions, and I'm entitled to them as they come from my brain. Okay, so there's some big controversy here. Like I don't ever know why PvP and PvEers can't get along. They both need one another. It's part of the gameplay, okay? Like, to make a game that has good player retention, you really need a balance, and PvPers are just as important as PvEers and vice versa, right? But a lot of times, people who are PvEing get a little bit upset and they try and lump all PvPers in a category that is like, you're bad people. You're all very bad. And I don't agree with that. And sometimes PvPers, they lump all PvEers in a Care Bear category and say, oh, you're just crying filled with Care Bear tears and all this shit. Okay, so obviously somewhere in the middle is the reality of it, right? Because all we ever hear is one like completely charged view on the complete one side and another charged view on the complete other side, because that gets the clicks, that gets the, that makes the headlines, right? I don't know exactly what happened here. We watched a video with Avenger One here, who I like. He's a cool dude. And basically, he's making an apology about a video where he did a reaction to FARRISTER, saying like, hey, this is the difference between piracy and griefing. And we watched that. We reacted to it on the channel, and I happen to agree with Avenger on his views and what he was watching in terms of FARRISTER's video, okay? So that video is this video. Now, I didn't watch the whole thing, but last night I did. Because when we were watching and we were reacting to Avenger One reacting to FARRISTER, I only watched, I think, around halfway through, and I was like, what the fuck is so offensive? So I literally went through the rest of the video. I watched the rest of the video, and I didn't find it that offensive, really. I mean, if you're a man, you can handle the criticism. I mean, and you got to also realize this is a game, okay? And people that cross the line and like blur like the game into the reality and they get super pissed off have serious problems. It's like mental problems. So I said, well, where is the part in the Avenger One video that he might be making it a little bit more personal? And this is really all I could find. And I actually thought it was rather funny.
Training! Where is your training? This is exactly what I'm talking about, guys, right? This guy has a negative opinion of PvP because he fucking sucks at PvP. For God's sake, man, get some bloody training.
I just a care bear having.
Okay, now this is the thing about that. That is as offensive as it got. I went through the entire video and I was like, this is as offensive as it gets. Now, FARRISTER can't take that. That to me just, it's like, dude, it's just opinion, right? It's what makes Avenger One fun to watch. This is why I like to watch Avenger One. I like to see these opinions. I like the fact that it's extreme in certain cases because that's just his personality type. It's the charisma, right? Right. Stewie says some people just hate PvP. I made an entire video about killing some sexist player and I got banned on Spectrum for 48 hours for harassment because the world is filled with like people that can't handle shit anymore. We talk about this all the time on the channel, right, Stewie? We talk about this shit all. I've had shit that was said about me plenty of times. Trust me. I got thrown under the bus by people I was close by. I've gotten crazy feedback that is negative. People shouting at me, trolling me. I can handle that shit. You know why? Because I'm a content creator. I came to the game. I'm an OG. I came to this game and I realized that's what's going to happen. When you're out there in the public eye, you're going to have to take that shit like a man. You're going to have to put on your big boy pants.
Are you a big man? Huh? I'm talking to you.
What?
You wake up in the morning, you say, I put on my big boy pants. Look,
I'm wearing a belt. I got big boy pants on. Oh. You put on a little jacket, you go. You take your lunch because you got big boy pants on. You got your big boy pants and your snack.
Right. Do you have it? Do you have those? Do you have those that are important? So this is the only portion of the video where I saw that it could have been taken like, okay, maybe it's a little too far, but that's it. And I didn't think that was a huge transgression. So then Avenger One must have been getting hounded by like, you know, tons of people saying, how dare you? How dare, yeah, right, exactly. Like, you know, that's the thing. Like, everybody was outraged, and oh, here come the outrage police and the social justice warriors, and this is terrible. How dare you say this? Blah, 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 fucking blah. So now we got an apology from Avenger One. I want to see what's going on here. So I really want to see this. And he even made 2 videos. He even made 2 videos to address this. This must have really affected him on a really deep level. So let's just watch. Let's watch here.
Hello, friends. I would like to say a few words regarding the recent video I posted here, reacting to FARRISTER's video on PvP and griefing.
I don't know, man. Like, you know, here's the thing. I wouldn't say he's a pussy, Grizz. I would just say like he's reacting to a ton of, like, when you're on the other side of the spectrum, it's not easy to be a content creator. You know what I mean? So you wouldn't even believe the shit that I see on the daily. All the shit my filter catches, at least 10 to 12 comments a day that are just so terrible and bad, that are wishing cancer upon relatives, that are, you know, like, you're a horrible person, fuck you, it's good that your wife died. Like, I get the craziest comments ever, dude. So, like, there is a portion of this that you guys don't even see as a content creator. Like, as a content creator, like, this is how polarizing it is, and this is how crazy it gets, and how people blend the reality into the game and vice versa, and they just get the lines crossed here. So I don't know. I would imagine if he's making a video like this, that there is a talk. We're gonna go over that as well. There was a talk on Space Tomato, and we're gonna go over that footage as well, Chrono, because he's like, I would really like to see a debate between these two. And I don't even think it really was that much of a debate. It was kind of like him on there expressing his viewpoints. But we'll talk about that later, Chrono. But let's listen to the apology first.
In today's world,
I mean, what actions is he taking ownership over, though? That's my point, Fingers, is like, was what he said that we just watched that terrible? That FARRISTER needs training in PvP? Like, granted, FARRISTER probably isn't even interested in PvP. He's probably a huge PvEer. He might not think he needs the PvP training. But as a PvPer, Avenger One's looking at FARRISTER and saying, you're coming from the complete opposite end of the spectrum. I saw a really good comment on our reaction video, and one guy in the comment section said, you know, the reason why he wasn't really into this was because you have 2 very different opposite ends of the spectrum and nothing in between. So I'm trying to like fill in the gaps in the middle, because that's what we do here on DG360. You know, that's what we try and do here, make sense of all this shit.
Become increasingly more common.
He's obviously written a script.
Division, hate, and anger, all in the name of views, greed, and money. I feel the latest video did not meet the standards I set out for myself. I would like to clarify some points and future steps as we move forward. When I set out on this journey for self-expression, discovery, and creation, my intent was, and still is, to entertain, inspire, and inform. In a world where human suffering, hate, and division are daily experience.
See, this is the part that gets me a little bit crazy here. He must have like got a lot of hate. He had to have a lot of hate here, because he's reacting to like real world events. And like the truth of the matter is, everyone, we're content creators focusing on gaming. Like, this is the craziest thing. He must have felt so, like, he must have been put on blast so hard by like comments, and maybe he didn't. Maybe it connected with him on a level where he just felt like, you know, he's getting bigger, right? I think he's like 10,000 subscribers now. Maybe he's trying to be a little bit more political. But I don't know. Like, this to me makes me kind of grimace a little bit, because I'm like, dude, I like Avenger One when he puts out like his truth, his opinion. And I feel like this is a limiter. I feel like this is like a squelch button, and he's putting this on himself. Like, I don't feel like he actually needs. Let's just keep going. Let's keep going.
Experiences.
Hey, 8, how you doing, buddy?
I told
Welcome.
myself I would try my best to shine a light where I can, when I can, how I can. And my attempts at humor, although commendable, do not always land, and sometimes have the opposite effect. To be the change you want to see, first you must be willing to change yourself. In this instance, I feel my humor left the wrong message.
I liked it. Here was the thing in question. I thought the humor was really funny. Like, here's what I'm saying. Like, here's the humor.
Training. This is what I'm talking. This is training. Where is your training? This is what I'm talking. This is exactly what I'm talking about, guys. Right? This guy has a negative opinion of PvP because he fucking sucks at PvP. For God's sake, man, get some bloody training.
I just a cab having a bit.
Yeah, I thought that was funny, personally. Like, if somebody's going to take offense to that, like, if somebody seriously is offended by that, I would have to question, like, their mental health. Because if you're a content creator and you're coming on here and you can't accept any type of criticism, then you shouldn't be a content creator. Like, this is the thing, you know, that drives me insane. That, you know, Avenger One's taking this really super, like, deep with this shit. And, like, really, we're gaming content creators, people. We're gaming content creators. And the sad thing is this line continually gets blurred and people take shit way too fucking seriously and they get offended so fucking easily that Avenger One feels as if he has to write a script like an I have a dream. Like I have a dream. Like, you know, like this is the thing. We are gaming content creators on YouTube, people. Do you not think I've gotten criticism for this? Oh, look at this bullshit on your chin. Good try, trying to grow a beard. Oh, look at all these chins you have. Look how fat you are. You got no hair. You're wearing sunglasses. You know how much fucking criticism I get on the daily? It's ridiculous, right? I'm never going to fucking deal with that shit because I already realize I'm going to get that shit. I put the wall up, whatever, bounce that shit off of me. I'm not going to be like, well, I wear sunglasses because I'm going blind, which I am, by the way, right? I've said that before in the past. Like, I feel like I have to defend myself, which is why I feel like Avenger's doing what he's doing, to get it out there, to get his truth out there, you know? And this is why he's entitled it this way, because he's feeling like personally attacked by these people who come to him and take the game, who take this way too seriously. So he's like, here's my message. Here's my message on truth. Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
I believe, and have continued to believe, Star Citizen can be a game for everyone. PvP, PvE, roleplay, and etc. But in order to get there, we need conversation,
okay, yes,
honesty,
yes,
and humility.
Yes.
So in the spirit of this, FARRISTER and I have decided to make or ask Space Tomato for a podcast where this topic can be dug into further in all its nuance. Instead of creating
yeah, all right, okay,
division and picking sides, we have an
there doesn't need to be anybody picking sides here. That's the point. You know, like, people that are picking sides obviously aren't rational in the first place. Why would you pick a side? You have to realize that PvP and PvE are mutually beneficial to one another. The side is the game. The side is supporting something that you love, right? The people that get focused on the PvP and the PvE aren't anybody that really you need to worry about anyway, right? If you're into PvP, watch Avenger One. Learn about PvP. If you're into PvE, watch FARRISTER. Obviously, he's into that, right? But the people that really go at it, you know, I did a whole video about this a long time ago. It's got quite a lot of views. It's called PvP versus PvE. And it talks about my own personal bias being a PvPer and why I love PvP. But it also talks about PvE. The danger. I am the one. Right. I am the danger.
Stick cam.
They want the stick cam. That's a whole nother conversation. Thank you. I think that was a very appropriate alert. So okay, so here we go here. We're glossing over this because we're talking about this whole issue about people who are blurring the lines of the real life versus the fact that we're gaming content creators. Let's focus on that. And then I see this, and Space Tomato, Keenan, who I absolutely think is awesome. I think Space Tomato is really fucking awesome, dude. Very genuine, real guy. Has Space Tomato on and FARRISTER. Okay, now, first off, I don't like people that aren't going to put their face on. This is my own opinion. No, like, here, I'm sure FARRISTER in real life, probably a really cool dude. I just, like, if you're going to be on a podcast and you're not going to put your face up on there, I don't know what the fuck's the problem. Like, you know, like, could you imagine if I just, here, I'm going to be off here. There is no face. This is just 360 with no DG, right? I don't know why. Listen, I don't know. It could be Warhead. I don't know. I just think this is a very odd kind of situation to be in here. And this, anyway, so Avenger One feels like he has to stick up for himself to somebody who doesn't even want to show up on camera, and apologize to people who are faceless. So let's go here.
You're excited. You get out there. You get a portal.
He's explaining his point of view as a PvPer right here.
Or Microtech, and it's this incredible experience. You're like, wow, you know, like the clouds. And I mean, let's be honest, there's sometimes we play this game and you got to take a step back and be like, this is truly something next level, right? Then they get shot down right over at Tressler. You know what I mean? Like, just when they took off, there's some guy called Avenger One, or who knows, Avenger One, who knows? And
I don't care if everyone's not feeling comfortable. My point of this show is not to make people feel comfortable here, Chrono. Like, you know what I'm saying? All it would have taken is like $40 to $50 to buy a webcam. I mean, if you're offended enough to the point where like people are like running to your support and saying, "Oh, you're a fucking asshole, Avenger One." If you're so offended to appear on a talk show or a podcast, and you're so fucking offended, right? But you can't like spend $40 or $50 to properly like portray who the fuck you are, and instead have a giant mustache on there. Like, that just reeks to me. That reeks to me. I'm not doing this to make people feel comfortable. I'm expressing my opinions. That's because this show is my show, and I'm not apologizing for it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I am not the person that you are looking for if you are looking for somebody who is going to be censored.
And he just flies up to him and boom, dead instantly, right? And you ask yourself, like, what did I do to this guy? What's his problem? Why have I been shot down? Now I got to respawn my ship, and I got to do all this stuff. And he's feeling like almost personally attacked.
Yeah.
And the other guy, the PvPer, makes the situation worse by going, "Yeah, get good, bro." You know what I mean? And then you know, then you have the guy who got shot down going on the forums and being like, "Yeah, screw these guys. They should be removed from the game." And it creates this divide.
Yes.
Right? And that's like the situation happening over and over and over again. Where I feel like, if the PvPers just tried for a second to be like, look, I would like to shoot the floating box and see the pretty.
If PvPers use just a slight bit more restraint, okay, but should they? I mean, if you're into PvP, should you just be like, okay, well, this guy's obviously new, so I'm not going to shoot him? Should that be taken away from PvPers, right? I mean, here's the thing. The mechanics are not in yet. The security mechanics are not in yet. Once the security mechanics will get in this alpha, then PvEers will have an area where it is safe for them to be. And PvPers will have an area where they can fight. And there will be a merging of the two in certain other systems. That mechanic is not really implemented perfectly yet. It's like tier 0 right now. Well, tier 1, I'd say. They've done a little work on security. But it's not really in the game the way we want it to be, you know?
Explosion, you know? But ethically, he's probably a new player. It's really no need to shoot this guy down. It's just going to lead to him being upset and frustrated. But that, unfortunately, is not a moral code that everybody follows. And, I mean, I try to follow as best I can, but there's sometimes where the trigger slips. I'll
Absolutely. Because you're in it to play PvP.
At the end of the day, the personal feeling of regret, I guess, or the bad feeling is the interpretation of the person that got shot down, right? And I feel like if there were more avenues and there was more publicity in the sense that this new player that got shot down had more access to information that said like, okay, you got shot down, it's all good, don't worry about it. Here's some tips, here's some things to know, here's some things to watch out for. Don't worry about go, and because there's lots of ways to get away right now. Like it's actually very easy right now.
Yeah, it's really easy to get away anyway. It's really easy to get away anyway from PvP right now. He's absolutely right. Chrono says it's funny because all the debate is concluded as the mechanics will solve everything. No, the mechanics won't solve everything. That's for sure. There will always be like that kind of gray line in between, Chrono. But it sure will help a lot of it. It will alleviate it. It will alleviate this pain by at least 60 to 70%. When the mechanics work as the way that they're planned to, and they get inserted once Pyro gets pushed in. The mechanics will actually alleviate this issue a little bit more, and it is key to player retention. Good game design. It is really important that this is put in sooner rather than later, because everybody on both sides are so polarized right now and not understanding that they need one another. They PvPers and PvEers have a very hard time understanding that they need one another. They absolutely need one another.
To just nope on out of a fight, it's hard to really commit someone to a fight right now. But a lot of people don't even know that
it's a game,
truth,
right, Stewie? It's a game.
A substantial amount of our issue.
And the second big problem that is kind of unique to Star Citizen, they just don't have the stuff in the game to even tell the people this stuff. Like you just said, it would be great if they could just look.
That's a good point as well. But does somebody need to be told to actually learn about, like the threats out there when they actually get blown up? Like if I got blown up once and I'm a PvEer, and trust me, I've done plenty of space trucking. I've done plenty of fucking A to B missions. I've done plenty of fucking trading, right? Now, the first time I get blown up, right, I'm like, fuck. Get the caterpillar back out, go out, start trading again, get blown up a second time, right? I say, fuck, get the caterpillar back out, do the insurance gig, do the trade, get blown up a third time. Now, at some point, don't you think it just kind of clicks that you better start learning about this shit? You put on your big boy pants, and you're like, hey, like, I better learn about the threats out there because I'm hauling around a shit ton of value. And so I better learn that there's people out there that will blow me up. Or don't you get somebody that's a friend that helps you? Isn't this the whole reason behind the game, to that realism where you're hiring like security to help you protect your valuables? Isn't that the whole purpose of this game? Do we want like just a copy pasted version of some fucking like, no danger, elite experience, like all elite, no danger? That game already exists. It's called Elite Dangerous. Great flight model. Love the flight model, by the way. No disrespect. Love the flight model. Just don't love the direction that Frontier's been going in. They're just flopping all over the place. But like, seriously, I don't want that experience. What I want is danger in my game. I want a space game that feels dangerous. And when you get blown up, that should teach you. That should be the lesson right there. That's your material. That's your reference. Now go and find some training. Oh, by the way, Avenger One's really good at that shit.
Look up and understand, okay.
So anyway, then it gets a little bit more serious. So then not only does he do one video, but then Avenger One does a second video called I'm Letting Go. Okay, he must be under a ton of stress here. Do you understand like how crazy he's making two videos about this because he feels the pressure from the outside. He feels external forces from the outside pushing in on him because people are so polarized about this. He can't even believe it. He can't even believe it. You see that? You see that?
Okay.
There is a mental illness happening out there. People are seriously taking this way too fucking serious. First off, it's gaming, people. We're doing this for fun. Also, we're in alpha. Like, Star Citizen is in alpha, people. Like, wow. Wow.
I have something I want to talk about. I made a video yesterday, and I'm very proud of that video. It was hard to take a step back and be like, oh man, where did I go wrong here? And
you didn't really. Like, this is the crazy thing. You never went wrong, man. You're allowed to express your opinions, dude. The fact that this is the thing. He has been fooled and tricked into thinking what he is saying is bad. He has been tricked and fooled into thinking what his opinions are hateful. Like, this is the craziest thing in the world, man. They've hypnotized one of my favorite content creators. And I'm not talking about PvEers. I'm talking about people that take life way too seriously. I'm not even talking about PvEers. Like, you know, there is no battle for me. PvP and PvE coexist, and they should naturally. And the side is the game. You're taking the side of the game, understanding that PvP and PvE is mutually beneficial to one another. It's a symbiosis. It's the yin and the yang. And, you know, you're going to have people that are all yin, and you're going to have people that are all yang, right? That's just the way it's going to be. But when you actually focus on it so much, right, that you're going to make sides out of this shit, that's when the shit gets too personal, and that shit gets like way too fucking charged emotionally, you know? And people come in, and then like the fact that he's got to say to himself, like, I need to make 2 apology videos. Like, he's making 2 apology videos.
It got me thinking.
It got him thinking so much. Watch. I'm telling you what. He's going to dig deep. He's digging deep into his soul right now. This guy is now digging deep, and he's like reflecting on his past. Thank you, Grizz. Grizz, you're an amazing contributor, buddy. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Just gonna drive my javelin into the sun.
Over the past year, I decided to take a kind of professional step.
You got
into
me.
Streaming, Twitch, all that stuff.
And big boy pants.
Some things happened in the last few days.
Listen, he's doing the politically correct thing here, and it pains me. And now he's digging deep for personal truths. And God bless him, man. I love Avenger One. I really do. He's my brother from another mother, but this shit makes me sad, man. And good for him. He's digging deep, and he's going through his past and his history. I guarantee this is going to be like fucking emotional right now. I guarantee this is going to be fucking emotional.
And it got me thinking some more. It's hard. It's genuinely hard, I think, to critically look at yourself, at your actions, and get out of your own way when it comes to ego, when it comes to so many things.
It's like watching Superman die. Listen. I'm telling you, as a content creator, when you hit a certain level, you get so much fucking comments about like attacks on you, Explodo. I'm telling you, dude, it's hard. It's hard as shit. It is not easy. I've been doing this for years. I'm an old man in this game, man. And when I first started this shit, you can watch videos of me where like I'm busting down and I'm like, here's the shit that happened to me. I've got plenty of those videos, man, in my repertoire. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I got so much shit thrown at me early on, man. Like the old videos you watch, like the old content where like I'm questioning myself, I'm questioning my spirituality, I'm questioning God, I'm questioning my family, I'm questioning, you know, like you can watch me. I've got girlfriends beyond girlfriends on the channel. I'm busting down because a girlfriend broke up with me. Maybe I'm playing too much fucking games. Like I do this introspective shit. I had something called a vlogcast where I just like basically let it all out. And it was like, you know, I did so much of this shit in the past where like eventually your skin just kind of like gets hardened, unfortunately or fortunately, you know, depending upon your perspective. But yeah, dude, like Explodo, listen, I know, man, I know for you it's like watching Superman die, but I want you to get, I do want you to understand what it's like being a content creator with a lot of fucking feedback. You know what I'm saying? He is a content creator, by the way. Explodo makes great content, you know? So go over to Explodo's channel on YouTube because he does really good content. But I'm saying like you hit a certain level. When I get sad, I go watch Conan the Destroyer. Oh my God.
Things in life.
He's digging deep now.
You know, I said a statement last video. I said, I'm not here to try to hurt anybody. And although yesterday's video is not an apology, today is a legitimate apology.
Uh-oh.
But I want to give a little context as to what exactly I'm apologizing for.
Okay, good.
And
come on, buddy. Don't let me down. Don't let me down, buddy.
Not to justify actions of the past or rehash old wounds.
You notice he put the music on, man? Okay, so there's a little bit of this where he's like, you know, sculpting this as a maestro. He got the music in there. He's editing the music in there. You know what I'm saying? Like he's pulling on the heartstrings. I give him an A+ for that because even while he's doing the apology, on the flip side of things, he's got that music on.
But because I have reached a point now where I realize that it's not about me. You see, what I've realized in the past 6 months was I started building a team. I started building my own little squadron. I had some fantastic people stop by. I had some wonderful people keep positivity in my life when
positivity,
stick by me when I needed help.
Good. Community,
guide me when I
good
misstepped and misspoke.
Okay, but what are we apologizing for, Avenger?
And throughout the last 6 months to a year, I have developed a nasty habit of maybe being a little bit too forceful in DM conversations.
No. Wait. These are just direct messages. Okay, wait. I don't know because I'm not seeing the direct messages, so I have no idea what was said. All right. But I don't.
If you are the individuals who have received direct messages from me, I apologize.
Listen. This is the person that I actually love to watch content from, and like this attitude, this charisma, man, that gives it the charm. That's why I'm drawn to Avenger One's content, man. I mean, like if you are anywhere around Avenger One's cone, his vector, then you understand like how Avenger One is. Avenger One has his own personality, his own flair. It's crazy to me that people like step up to Avenger and they don't realize this shit. Okay.
I am sorry.
Okay. All right. Nothing's wrong with it, Chrono. Nothing's
because
wrong with it. He's apologizing for harsh
words. If I claim
words.
to be the man that I am trying to become, how can I say one thing and do another?
Yeah, we already looked at that, Windlord. We saw that. We were looking at it where FARRISTER couldn't get a cam, that he was a giant mustache. You're late to the show, Windlord. We already talked about that.
Now, I grew up on a small little farm in a little place in Canada.
Ah, Canadian.
Raised horses. Had a rough early life. Had a loving family who I still love today. But
Uh-huh.
we were poor, and that was life, and it was a good time.
Good. Yeah.
I joined the military when I was 16 years old.
Good.
I wanted to join the military co-op program.
Good.
It was a program where I get 2 credits, so I don't have to go to school, and I can go join the army and get paid and shoot guns and get credits for school. Sign me up. So I signed up, joined the army when I was 16, did my basic training. And by 18, I grabbed my signed papers and I volunteered to fight in the deserts of Afghanistan.
Oh shit.
I remember my mom asked me, why are you going to fight in?
See how deep he's digging? Do you see people who literally pushed him into like fucking a very polarized PvE group? And again, I'm not hating on PvEers. I'm hating on people that take shit way too seriously. This is a gaming content creator, people. Okay, he's got his past, his real life, his history, and now he's actually pushing it out there and sharing it because so many people that can't delineate real life first game made him feel like he has to come out and talk personal shit. Like he's like, listen, maybe I am too aggressive. Maybe I am too angry. And here's my history and maybe why, so that you can see me for, but like the fact that he even has to do this, man, the fact that he has to get to this point because there are mentally ill people out there that pushed him to a point where he has to do this is craziness, man. Because now all he feels like is that he says hateful shit. Now what he's feeling like is like, oh, you know, like that puts a fucking censor and a filter on one of my favorite content creators, you fucking mentally ill motherfuckers that pushed him to this point. They pushed him to this point, man.
In a war. I said, I have to. XYZ reasons.
I think he is reflecting his own initiative. I absolutely agree with you, Chrono, but you have to look at why he's doing it in the first place. And the reason why he's doing it is because so many people out there pushed him to a point with their criticisms, with their fucking like criticisms that I think are basically from a mentally ill perspective. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it.
Blah, blah, blah. But the real reason was what I was just so angry. So angry.
I can't watch this, man.
Young, we all make mistakes. But this one defined the trajectory, I guess, of my life for many years to come. And what I learned over the next decade, after the war, hate doesn't pay.
No, it doesn't. Right.
It can be fun. It can be addicting at times. Hate can be a source
Let's go over the comment again. Let's go over what was actually said here. That was the I think the thing that we could take most personally from this. Let's just go back at this.
This is exactly what.
So what do you think?
Extending. He's just continuing the raid fight.
Here it is. Here it is. This is the worst of it. This is the worst of it.
Where is your training? This is what I'm This is exactly what I'm talking about, guys. Right? This guy has a negative opinion of PvP because he fucking sucks at PvP. For God's sake, man, get some bloody training.
That was it. That was the worst of it. That was the worst of it.
Are you a big man? Huh? I'm talking to you. What? You wake up in the morning, you say, I put on my big boy pants. Look, I'm wearing a belt. I got big boy pants on. Oh. You put on a little jacket, you go. You take your lunch because you got big boy pants on. You got your big boy pants and your snack.
This is the worst of it. This is the worst of it. This is what FARRISTER and people who are polarly charged and can't delineate real life from a game have pushed Avenger into because of that comment. Because of that fucking comment. That Avenger One literally feels like he has to do this.
Power, it can be a source of motivation. but it can also be a destructive force.
What else could it be? Yes, I'm assuming it. Yes, I'm assuming. And you know what they say about assuming, right? But what else do you think put him to this point where he's going to have like apology videos? I mean, there had to be a spark. There had to be a reason there put there for him to feel like he needed to get deep like this. So who do you think this came from? Like, I mean, like, I would imagine that it would have to be the other. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, you're absolutely right, Phoenix. Like, I'm just assuming that this is what it is. I'm trying to piece this shit together. I'm just trying to piece this shit together. You're absolutely right, man. You know? He obviously did some soul searching, right? I mean, the facts are the facts. We got the 2 videos where he's doing soul searching, right? He's doing some soul searching, so there's a reason for it, right? What do you think that reason is? Do you think that reason just came out of thin air? Or like, do you actually think it came from like comments from people that were like polarized about this issue? I'm guessing as a content creator in the 7-8 years of content creation that I do, that it's probably from the commenting, but who knows? It's only from my 7 or 8 years of content experience that I'm coming to these assumptions, these conclusions, right? So I could be completely wrong about this, you know, Phoenix, you know? But like, I'm going off of my own experience and what I've seen, the hateful comments about like, hey, your family should die of cancer, or you're fat, or, you know, like you're wearing sunglasses and you're a douche. You know, I'm going from comments like where I did my own soul searching years and years ago, right? Corona says, I can't imagine that just because of hateful feedback, he is changing. I mean, like, I'm not saying that because of hateful feedback, he's changing. I'm saying that because of hateful feedback, he took the time out to make 2 videos about, like, you know, his past, his history, and, you know, an apology. You know, good for him, man. If he's doing some soul searching, that's great. But I'm just questioning the actual impetus of all of this. I'm questioning the actual spark. The real problem needs to be looked at, right? The real problem needs to be looked at. Why did he feel like he had to get this deep? That's where I want to take it. That's where I want to take it. Gauchi said it's the power vacuum. Since Sig is kind of busy making the game, the people are the only one running the show, and right now only weak people try to take the open spot. This woke mob won't last long when devs bring the final 10 commandments. Yeah, I mean, like, we're gonna get gameplay, we're gonna get game design, that security is gonna get flushed out, and we'll alleviate this a little bit more, you know? We'll alleviate these fucking polarized people that can't delineate between real life and gaming, you know? And I just feel bad. I feel bad because this Avenger is somebody I actually admire, and somebody who makes great content and does so much good for the community. And he's very rational when he speaks. If you watch Avenger One videos, he is not bashing PvEers. He's just like, hey, guys, if you're continually getting blown up by PvPers, then maybe here you want to learn a little bit about it to avoid it. But no, because some people want to play in solo mode. Well, guess what? There's no fucking solo mode in Star Citizen. If you want solo mode, play Elite Dangerous, man. And if you really want a solo mode in Star Citizen, okay, fight for that. Fight for it. Voice up on Spectrum. Tell these people that you want. But Chris, from the very start, the impetus of this said that he wants the danger in the game, and I respect that. And that's why so many people left Elite Dangerous and other sims that did not give you that kind of danger that space should give you and came over to Star Citizen.
That if left unchecked can hurt the ones around you, and it can hurt yourself. I think I still carry some scars from the war.
Obviously.
And I think I still...
Do you understand? Like, this guy's literally bearing his soul and talking about his past in Afghanistan in a fucking war. And we're talking about gaming content creation here, people. We're talking about game development and game design. And Avenger One felt like he had to bare his soul and share this fucking just information with us that is so soul wrenching. It's like crazy that he feels like this is necessary. That it's just crazy.
Still carries some scars from
I feel
people
like,
that
wow, I just feel
deeply cared about when it comes to the Star Citizen community. I used to run an old squadron, and I still have some of those friends. But I did lose some of the friends along the way. And I never seem to have been able to get over this habit of, in the spur of the moment, speaking what's directly on my mind.
Speak directly what's on your mind, man. Don't put the filter on yourself. I can't, like, again, I just can't watch all this. I can't get to the end of this because, like, I don't want people to start feeling like they have to filter. It kills the individual. It kills the character of people. What, are we all just going to be the same fucking person? Are we just all going to fucking eventually be the same fucking person? Is that what's going to happen? Are we just going to filter ourselves out of existence so that we're not individuals anymore and that we're all one giant collective with no fucking personality? Is that what's going to end up fucking happening in this world? Is that what's going to end up happening? Is everybody going to get fucking offended to the point where we can't be fucking individuals, where we have to be fucking censored and measured in every fucking word that we fucking say because people can't handle it anymore because they have fucking, they're so fucking feeling. They got so much fucking feelings that they can't handle any fucking criticism. Huh? Is that the fucking world that we're going to grow up in? Is that what our children are going to get? Is that what we're giving to our fucking children? That we're all just going to fucking censor ourselves till we're into oblivion. We're just one giant gray fucking mass that has no color, no vibrancy, no fucking life. Are we just going to die? Are we going to die inside? Are we going to kill our fucking humanity? God damn it. God damn it. I can't do it. I can't do it. Fucking A, man. Avenger is a good guy. I love Avenger. I know. I get it. I get it. I just hate that he got pushed to this point, Gouchy. You know, like, I want people to understand the context of what it is that I am fucking saying. I hate that he got pushed to this fucking... Nah. That's not all it's about, Windlord. That's an extremist point of view, man. That's an extremist point of view.
Yes,
filtering yourself
Daddy.
is not just fucking taking responsibility for yourself. You got it. There are so many different layers to it. It's not that cut and dry. It is not that cut and dry. You know? You think any rational human being is going to go to a school presentation with 5-year-olds and put F-bombs in there? Everybody that watches me knows that I'm fucking an adult channel. I just got hit with the adult channel on YouTube. I'm officially an adult channel. You know? Do I have to put 1,000 disclaimers that I'm a fucking adult channel? God damn it. You know, it takes 5 seconds to realize watching me that I'm a fucking adult channel. I'm not doing this for fucking 5-year-olds. This is the craziest thing. What do I got to put 50,000 motherfucking disclaimers on my channel? I got to put banners on this shit that I'm not for 5-year-olds, that I'm not for kids. Is that the world I got to grow up in here, Windlord? I got to put like 5,000 banners and fucking badges on here. I'm not for kids. I'm not a child channel. Do I got to fucking do that so people feel good about themselves so that they, oh, okay, well, he's got 500 fucking labels on here, so we better not go onto his channel. Is that what I got to do? I got to jump through 5,000 fucking hoops to be myself? Is that what I gotta do, Windlord? Fucking shit. No offense, I love Windlord. I'm so fucking emotional about this. I gotta calm down. I gotta fucking calm down, man. Would you have rather not be express my opinions? How about I watch a video like this?
Maybe a less filtered way.
I believe that is a great comment.
This obviously has caused problems, especially in the...
Problems are terrible. Problems are problems, and problems should be eliminated. Problems are problems.
Recent future or the recent past?
What are you talking about, Windlord? You absolutely are making no sense to me right now. I love you, Win, but like... yes, I'm talking about censorship. I'm talking about a lot, man. Watch the fucking highlight. I think I'm very articulate on the matter. I'm not just like, duh. Like, I don't know why I'm being portrayed that way by you, Windlord. I know, like, you know, I don't get that. In the situations that they're in, yes, obviously, Windlord, I agree. Yes. Fucking A. You know, I'm having a fucking headache this morning. I'm having a headache. Let's get off this. Cause see, this is the thing. This is what drives me crazy. This fucking shit drives me crazy. It's bullshit. It's just all dramatic bullshit. Let's go to the next thing. I'm over it. Oh no, not this, Pepe. Don't do this shit to me. Don't do this shit.